Back at the tail of the field, Mac Magic grabbed the fence and led at the end of 300 metres. Love to Shop quickly ran to second. Unruly Lady third behind the leader. Capperdale 3 deep, steaming up close to the front. A Majestic Nero finds the running lane. A length and a half to Aces to Spare on the outside of Kiama Country, then Roustabout. A length and a half to Popular Night, sneaking forward on the fence on the inside of Shank Around. King Centre second last, and Rage and Lass at the tail of the field. First 500 metres took them 35.6, and Capperdale's gone to the front. Capperdale leads by almost 2 lengths to Mac Magic, and 2 to Unruly Lady third. Love to Shop fourth, finding the fence. Majestic Nero a length away, and now the first without cover. Kiama Country's on the rail on the inside of Aces to Spare, and then Popular Night covered by Roustabout. 2.5 to Shank Around, a length and a half to King Centre, and Rage and Lass 2 lengths away as they round the 1200 metres corner. Capperdale in front down the stretch for the bell, leads by more than a length to Mac Magic. Unruly Ladies third, Majestic Nero fourth, and sneaking up just a little closer. Aces to Spare glued to the back of Majestic Nero. Love to Shop now shuffled back into midfield on the rail. Roustabout 3 back in the running lane. Shank Around peels 3 deep around Popular Night. Kiama Country on the fence, then King Centre, and Rage and Lass at the rear. 32.8, first split of the mile. Capperdale in front with short of 800 to run now, leading by 2 lengths to Mac Magic. Ahead Majestic Nero on the outside. Aces to Spare peels out 3 deep. Shank Around 4 wide around Roustabout. Unruly Lady, Love to Shop buried on the fence, and then King Centre in front of Popular Night, Kiama Country, and Rage and Lass. 32.4 second section. Capperdale's inclined to roll away from the fence. He's niggled out at the 450. Aces to Spare looms up on the outside and gets within a neck of the leader. Mac Magic trying to work off the rail. King Centre very deep running on, and then Love to Shop and Roustabout. Capperdale 3/4 in front at the 220. Aces to Spare trying hard to get to him. Mac Magic clear, then King Centre and Love to Shop. Capperdale's in front when they turn. Aces to Spare as flat as attack coming at Capperdale. Capperdale's tired. Aces to Spare is desperately driven. Capperdale sitting down. Aces to Spare lunging at him, missed him. Capperdale a nose. Capperdale beat Aces to Spare. Mac Magic third, then Kiama Country, King Centre, Roustabout, Unruly Lady, Love to Shop, Popular Night, Shank Around, Rage and Lass, and Majestic Nero walks over the line last of all. The judge wants the photo.
Light for the free-for-all. Race 5 of the night. Ready and racing. Beginning well was Fire Cape, but headed clearly by Sin Bin, and moving up on the outside was Adios Prince, followed by Seattle Sam, and 2 last of all was Blue Zemet. Out of the straight, and Sin Bin raced away. They jammed behind, and Sin Bin out by 5 lengths. Second, Fire Cape. Railing up was Blue Zemet, followed next on the outside by Seattle Sam from Adios Prince. But at the top turn, though, Sin Bin going okay. Still 5 in front. Fire Cape working home well for second. 2 away third, Seattle Sam. In the straight, though, Sin Bin's a minute in front. They won't get Sin Bin. Sin Bin wins by 5. Sin Bin first. Second was Fire Cape. Third was Seattle Sam. Followed towards the rear of the field by Adios Prince. And now just going by the judge in the other direction was Blue Zemet. 4, 1 and 6 the plate.
Went away very well, Merce Mark. It'll be in front of the 210 metre markers on settling. Applegraft away well. Downmont Lad going quickly. Parley's Pride kicks up in the centre though and keeps it 3 deep, and Applegraft is going to lead. Applegraft holds Parley's Pride. Downmont Lad eases. 6 metres Mercenary Wizard. 5 metres then to Butcher's Hook. A good 12 or 15 metres then to Merce Mark. Or trouble there. Beddenham got into bother, or I should say Poshak got checked, and Beddenham was in front of it. They race into the back straight 2 and 3/4 laps out, and Applegraft is the leader. 2 metres in front of Parley's Pride, sitting up without cover. Mr. Director's quickly dropped in behind the leader, and Downmont Lad's going to be 1 by 1. 4 metres to Mercenary Wizard, another 4 metres away Butcher's Hook. Tagging onto the main group are Beddenham and Murph's Mark, and the other one, Poshak, gets going after the check, and it'll tack on itself fairly shortly. Halfway around the top turn, and the leader here is Applegraft by a metre or so. In second placing, Parley's Pride on the outside. Mr. Director in behind the leader. Downmont Lad getting the 1-1 sweet seat. Next on the rails, Mercenary Wizard. 4 metres away, Butcher's Hook. Better in the rails. Murph's Mark biding its time now that it's tacked on. And Poshak getting up on the rails. Down to the judge they race. They've got 2 to run. And the leader is Applegraft. And they've slowed up. It led by a couple. In second placing, Parley's Pride. Now they've gone 1:23 the lead time. On the inside behind the leader, Mr. Director. Downmont Lads 1-1. Next, Mercenary Wizard. Butcher's Hook around the outside. Still no move from Murph's Mark. Then back on the rails, Betternim. And last of all was Poshak. Into the back, a lap and 3/4 out. And the leader, Applegraft's getting a fairly easy run. It's still 2 metres clear of Parley's Pride in second placing. Mr. Director's had a great run. Downmont Lad fourth. There's been no change for a while now. Mercenary Wizard on the inside of Butcher's Hook. Still Murph's Mark sitting back in the pack. Betternim on the rails, and then 4 metres. Last of all was Poshak. Halfway around the top turn, nothing coming. This leader's getting a fairly easy run just as I speak. Here comes Murph's Mark. They did go that quarter 30.9, so they've gone a bit quicker than they did early. And the leader is Applegraft by a couple. In second placing, Parley's Pride. Now Murph's Mark coming quickly, and it's going to get around them. Downmont Lad stays in. Mr. Director back on the inside. Poshak follows Murph's Mark home. Next along then Butcher's Hook in the centre. Back along the rails, Mercenary Wizard and Betternim pulls 3 deep. They race to the back straight. Applegraft has been the leader from the outset. Travels well. 2 metres. Parley's Pride has worked hard. Murph's Mark moves up 3 deep. The second quarter 31.1. Mr. Director looking for a run. It's going half pace. Downmont Lad in the centre. Further back in the field then 2 were behind the Mercenary Wizard. And then Butcher's Hook. Betternim goes back to the rails from Poshak. Still Applegraft the leader. Parley's Pride on the outside's almost got on terms. Murph's Mark is under the whip out 3 deep, but it's still battling away. Downmont Lads in the centre, then Butcher's Hook. Betternim off the track, starting to fly. Mr. Director can't get clear. Halfway around the turn, Applegraft and Parley's Pride. Downmont Lad looks for a run. Murph's Mark struggling. Right off the track, Butcher's Hook even deeper. Betternim, no run. Mr. Director into the straight. Applegraft just the leader. Parley's Pride goes to it. Butcher's Hook and Betternim. Mr. Director can't get out. Mercenary Wizard the inside. Butcher's Hook's going to get up and score. Butcher's Hook races away and beats, I think, Applegraft and Nostril in advance of Mercenary Wizard. Mr. Director never got out. Downmont Lad and Betternim a close up. Then Parley's Pride, Murph's Mark, and last in Poshak.
Well, Butcher's Hook got up there. Butcher's Hook, and we'll check.
Racing. Tiny Paradise off the inside will lead, settling down. Going to second, Toba Kit. Crossing quickly was Bogan Venture on the outside of the first corner. And they're out by 2 lengths to Rhiannon. Canadian Honours inside of those. And then came Justice Spider, who's dropped back last. Up ahead of them was Little Girl Ash. Down the back straight. And zipping away in the lead, Bogan Venture leads a couple to Tiny Paradise. Moving to third on the outside, Lobster Pot. And then came Canadian Honour and Toba Kit. Around the corner, Bogan Venture's clear. Tiny Paradise is second, but Bogan Venture wins it nicely. Second, Tiny Paradise. Getting up for third was Lobster Pot. Then came Toba Kit. Further back, Justice Spider from Little Girl Ash, Rhiannon and Canadian Honour. Stand by. The winner is number 8, Bogan Venture. 8 the pink Bogan Venture first. Going to pay $9.50 on the win tote.
All set. Racing. It's Motor Power out wide, shows early speed, so too does Harbour Glow with Rhetoric and Barrel Boy. Amendment from one is trying to keep them out. It's a wild charge to the top turn. Witch Melody 3 out, followed by Imperial Atom. Then Franco Tiger the rail. Third last Sermo Ways. Second last is Pappy McCoy. And Appanon Lad back on the rail as last. Amendment goes through and leads from one around the turn by 6 metres. Off the track, it's Motor Power. Harbour Glow in the centre. On the fence is Rhetoric, trailed up by Franco Tiger. Witch Melody 3 out goes forward, followed by Barrel Boy, Imperial Atom, Sermo Way, Appanon Lad, and Pappy McCoy last. 2 circuits out at the 1800. Witch Melody on the outside is tackling Amendment for the lead. Out of the straight they race. It's Witch Melody drawing 2 metres in front, but can't cross Amendment. 8 metres away, third is Rhetoric. Fourth on the outside is It's Motor Power. Then Franco Tiger. He travels fifth, but 3 back on the rail. 4 metres away, Harbour Glow, trailed up by Barrel Boy, who works up to be 4 back on the outside. On the rail, Imperial Atom, trailed up by Appanon Lad, then Sermo Way, and last is Pappy McCoy. Down the back towards the 1500 they race. The leader is Amendment. He now steadies after being worked by Witch Melody, who works up to the leader's wheel once again. Travelling third, Rhetoric. Fourth on the outside, it's Motor Power. A neck away, Franco Tiger. Then Harbour Glow on the outside of Imperial Atom. 4 metres away, Barrel Boy, the running line. On his inside is Appenon Lad, followed by Sermo Way, and last is Pappy McCoy. A good 25 to 30 metres to cover the field, approaching the turn, and in front still is Amendment by 2.5 metres to Which Melody. From last now, Pappy McCoy. He pulls to the outside, 3 wide. Rhetoric's at a nice run behind the leader. It's Motor Power on the outside, then Franco Tiger. Off the track is Pappy McCoy. In the centre, Harbour Glow. Sermo Way now pulls out 3 wide. He's going home on the back of Pappy McCoy. Imperial Atom third last. Barrel Boy, he's out and running now. He's out second last and 3 wide on the back of Sermo Way. And Appenon Lad, one off the fences last. They're in the final lap at the 700 race. And Amendment, he's shot away down the back towards the 650. He's flying in front by 6 metres to Rhetoric on the inside, of Which Melody under pressure. Out 3 wide and making ground to fourth is Pappy McCoy. It's Motor Power the centre. Franco Tiger going half pace. He needs a run. 3 back on the rail. Out 3 wide, Sermo Way. Then Harbour Glow, followed by Imperial Atom. Barrel Boy second last, and last is Appenon Lad. 300 metres out on the turn. It's still Amendment over 8 metres in front of Rhetoric. Trailed up by Franco Tiger. Under pressure, Pappy McCoy with Which Melody. Then Sermo Way. It's Motor Power, Barrel Boy, Harbour Glow, Appenon Lad and Imperial Atom. At the 180, Amendment 6 metres in front. Now Franco Tiger seeing daylight. He's 12 metres off Amendment, but he is absolutely flying, Franco Tiger. He'll get up. He's coming home 2 to the 1. He raced up at the 100. He took the lead, Franco Tiger. He drew a metre in front of Amendment coming again, and Franco Tiger has won by a metre to Amendment. Maybe Imperial Atom third, and those to Appenon Lad who flew. Rhetoric close up, then Barrel Boy, Sermo Way. It's Motor Power, Harbour Glow, Which Melody, and Pappy McCoy has run last. Number 9, Franco Tiger, driven by Gavin Lang first.
Big line out. Sir Frederick and Madame Susu began well with She Winks, and moving up along the inside was Star Cash. Out of the straight, She Winks a half length in front. Madame Susu can't get around Star Cash as it works to second. 2.5 lengths fourth was Sir Frederick, followed by Frisky Louis. 3 to Crunch Time. 6 further back, Blue Minsk, who's well out of its ground. And 5 last of all, Tequila Jewel. Down the side though, She Winks is off and gone. It's out by the best part of 6 lengths on Madame Susu. Third, Star Cash, but it's all She Winks. She Winks wins by 6 lengths. She Winks is first. Second was Madame Susu. Third on the outside, Sir Frederick. In a photo was Star Cash, and also Crunch Time was a pumble into the catching pen from Tequila Jewel and Blue Minsk. 32.06 the time after the 6th event. 4.
There's the light. Racing, Fairburn, Ken Shadow and Wolf Whistle came out of the machine very quickly. I'm a Big Noise began well. Albert Henry fast away. Then Battle Blaze, Wada Wally and Roy's Advice drifting back on the rail. Pierre Paris going up deep in front of Franco Adam. Magnum Magic and L-Dex dropped back to the tail of the field. Wolf Whistle worked to the front past the 1800 metres mark. Fairburn second at the wheel of the leader. Ken Shadow third and Albert Henry fourth, finding the running lane. 2.5 to I'm a Big Noise on the inside of Battle Blaze. 2 lengths to Wada Wally and 1 to Pierre Paris. Another length and a half to Roy's Advice, who worked into the clear. He's 3 deep past the mile marker. L-Dex third last on the inside of Franco Adam, and Magnum Magic's 2 lengths away at the tail of the field. First 500 took them 35.5, and it's Wolf Whistle on top past the 1400 metres peg. Wolf Whistle leads by 2 lengths to Fairburn on the outside of Ken Shadow. Albert Henry fourth, 1 back in the running lane, and Roy's Advice is still striding forward out 3 deep. 2 lengths to Battle Blaze, a length and a half to Pierre Paris, now peeling wide. I'm a Big Noise on the fence, then Franco Adam, Wada Wally, Magnum Magic, and L-Dex whipped them in as they work past the 1100. 31.1 first split of the mile. Wolf Whistle on top. Roy's Advice now worked into the death, 3/4 of a length away. Ken Shadow third on the back of the speed. Pierre Paris left 3 deep around Fairburn. Another length to Albert Henry, who peeled wide onto the back of Pierre Paris. Battle Blaze went up in the centre. I'm a Big Noise on the rail. Then Wada Wally, who's corralled on the fence on the inside of L-Dex. Magnum Magic's 3 deep, and Franco Adam last in a packing field at the 750. 32.4 second split. Wolf Whistle leads by a length to Roy's Advice. A length away is Pierre Paris, 3 deep. Ken Shadow on the rail. Fairburn in the centre. and Needing Room, followed deeper on the track by Albert Henry. Then I'm a Big Noise, Battle Blaze, Magnum Magic, Franco Adam, L. Dexon, Wada Wally. Wolf Whistle still one clear at the 400. Pierre Parry run to a clear second. Roy's Advice gone. Albert Henry taken to the outside, and then Magnum Magic and Ken Shadow. Wolf Whistle a length in front at the top of the lane. Pierre Parry in second spot, 2.5 away Albert Henry. Wolf Whistle turned in front. Pierre Parry looked the only danger. He's wearing away at Wolf Whistle. Wolf Whistle in front. Pierre Parry trying to get him but won't. Wolf Whistle's holding him at bay, and Wolf Whistle wins. Wolf Whistle beat Pierre Parry. Magnum Magic third, Albert Henry fourth. Then Franco Adam, Eldex, Battle Blaze. Followed by Fairburn, Roy's Advice, I'm a Big Noise, Wada Wally and Ken Shadow was last of all. 2:39.
Racing. Elastic Rebel jumped well, so did Sammy Bell and Spiders Me Mum, but on the outside Sammy Bell shot off and kicked away from Spiders Me Mum settling. Going to third, but getting off City Gambler, checking Latin Romeo along the rails, G Harley moving up. Further back in the field then was a Tungabo and Footrot Frosters last. The leader was Sammy Bell, 5 lengths to Spiders Me Mum, the inside Elastic Rebel pushing up. Further back was City Gambler, G Harley and Latin Romeo, but on the bunny it's Sammy Bell clear. Elastic Rebel charging home, but Sammy Bell too good. Wins from Elastic Rebel. In third position City Gambler, and then a break in the field. The one on the outside was a Tungabo. Then came Latin Romeo from Footrot Frost, and it was one of the last with G Harley. Number 8 is the winner, and Sammy Bell.
Without front shoes here after springing a plate in the prelim, they're off now. Stevie B and Cardo both beaten for early speed, and Air Force One gets straight to the rails. Eskimo Prince and High Chem going forward. Grossglocken is there in the centre, but Air Force One's going to hold them all out round the first turn. Cardo's about 5th. Behind it, Cash Bonus and Stevie B. 5 or 6 metres further back then to Bags of Cash. Linwood Lee Trap Wide is going back to the tail. In front of it, Regal Melvin, and it's outside of 50-50. High Chem's gone on with the job, and the lead is broken. Air Force One up in the air, and High Chem works to the lead. Well, High Chem goes to the front now, 4 metres clear. Getting to second on the rails, Eskimo Prince, and after being in front, Air Force One is 3 back on the rails, and they slow up. Grossglocken has 1-1, and Cardo's ended up, I should say Grossglocken faces the breeze, and Cardo's ended up with the 1-1. The lead time, 46.3, is dead on 2-minute speed. Then on the inside, we had Cash Bonus. Air Force One's gone roughly again and broke. Stevie B has to go around it. Cash Bonus badly inconvenienced. Bags of Cash goes forward, and they're followed then by Regal Melbourne out wide. 50-50 in the centre, Linwood Lee at the tail. Down the back, High Chem on top. Led a couple, Grossglocken are doing the work. In behind the leader, Eskimo Prince, and Cardo's 1-1. 6 metres then to Stevie B. It's dropped to the rails at this point. Bags of Cash moves up on the outside. Air Force One next, about to be joined by 50-50, although it's got the head to the side, 50-50. In fact, I think Air Force One's come one off, that's why. Next then, Cash Bonus on the inner. 2 or 3 metres, Linwood Lee, and Regal Melvin was back to the tail. 31.2 was the first quarter as they come down the straight. High Chem been racing well of late, and it's got to the front fairly early. Grossglocken are on the outsides within a neck though. Eskimo Prince next, Cardo racing off the bed. On its back, Bags of Cash. Stevie B is tapped up. 4 metres to Air Force One, about to peel out 3 wide as Linwood Lee comes from behind it. Coming off the rails, Cash Bonus, 50-50 in the centre. And then last, Regal Melvin heading to the back straight. Went the second quarter in 31.6 in the leader, High Chem. Grossglocken are on the outside, throws down the gauntlet though. 4 metres, Cardo. Grossglocken goes to the front. They are followed then by Bags of Cash. Out wide are Air Force One from Eskimo Prince, 50-50 going between horses. Linwood Lee out deep, Regal Melvin following it. Halfway around the turn, Grossglocken took over. High Chem's gone. Cardo runs to second, but gee, Grossglocken is going very strongly. Peeling out 3 deep, Bags of Cash, then Air Force One. 50-50 still threading its way through, and then Linwood Lee, Regal Melvin into the straight. Grossglocken are the leader. Here comes Bags of Cash, and now 50-50 down the outside. Grossglocken are in front. Bags of Cash goes to it. 50-50 coming late, but Bags of Cash is going to win. Bags of Cash, 2 metres, 50-50. Big run, Grossglocken, Cardo 4th. Then Regal Melvin, Linwood Lee, Air Force One. High Chem a little disappointing. Behind it, Eskimo Prince, Stevie B and Cash Bonus. Bags of Cash win.
Set to go for race 7. Stand by for a start. The Riverland Stake, the event. Off and racing, and missing the start was Haggis, and beginning well on the inside was Remember Bambi, and raced a half length in front of Chariot Rocket second. Third, the fence Moslin Maid, followed by Haggis and also Trojan Floss with Bank the Cash. A couple went very deep on the turn out of the straight. Oak Ben Jet moves up on the inside with Alison Ashley. Down the back straight, it's Chariot Rocket out by 3 lengths on second. Moslin Maid, a length and a half. Third was Remember Bambi, followed by Haggis, and they're 5 clear from Oak Ben Jet. Alison Ashley, second last in check, Trojan Floss, and last Bank the Cash to the home turner 2-dog race. It's Chariot Rocket in front by a length. Moslin Maid is finishing on, but Chariot Rocket pulling out plenty. Chariot Rocket by a half length on. Moslin Maid second. 3 lengths third, Remember Bambi, followed next by Alison Ashley and Haggis. Behind those was Bank the Cash, Oak Ben Jet and Trojan Floss. 4, 2 and 1 after.
Racing. Lennon has missed the start 25 metres. Dark Edge has missed it by 50 metres. And Guardian Angel has come away half out of its gear. Lynn's Choice away very quickly. 3 circuits out. Lynn's Choice works to an early lead. From on the outside, Mary's Glory. Quick Kiwi gets to third. Fourth out of the straight is Idle Scott, and that's a good piece of driving. Digger's Idle. He's found himself out 3 wide around Guardian Angel. On the rail is Cano Joe. 4 metres to William D. Cons Palm out of the straight goes for a gallop at the 2400 metre mark for a stride or two. Lennon tacks up about 12 metres away, and 25 metres to Dark Edge. Down the back, the leader Lynn's Choice by 4 metres. Off the track is Digger's Idle. Around the outside of Mary's Glory in the centre. Quick Kiwi on the rail fourth. Pulling out now 3 wide. Around the outside is William D. Idle Scott in the centre as Mary's Glory has galloped. She's broken Mary's Glory on the top turn. Checking Idle Scott momentarily. So when that incident occurred, William D now ended up with a 1-by-1 and fourth. 3 back on the rail, Cano Joe. 4 metres to Idle Scott, trailed up by Guardian Angel. Then Cons Poem. 12 metres to Lennon, and 35 metres away, Dark Edge, who's second last on the inside of Mary's Glory. Down the straight they race, 2 circuits out. The leader Lynn's Choice. Over 3 metres to Digger's Idle. A metre back, and third is Quick Kiwi. Fourth on the outside is William D. Fifth on the rail is Cano Joe. 2 metres to Idle Scott. He races 3 back on the outside of Cons Poem. Then Guardian Angel. Lennon tacks up third last. Second last is Dark Edge, and 4 metres away Mary's Glory. So the leader out of the straight of the 1700. Lynn's Choice given a breather by 4 metres to Digger's Idle at the leader's wheel. A neck away third, Quick Kiwi having a nice run behind the leader. Fourth on the outside, William D. Locked away Cano Joe. 3 metres to Idle Scott. A metre back to Cons Poem. 4 metres to Guardian Angel. Third last is Dark Edge, followed by Lennon. And last is Mary's Glory. In the EB Cochrane Cup, inside the lap and a half mark, a good 30 metres to cover the field. On the top turn once again, Lynn's Choice has been left alone. She's lifting them well in the lead by 2.5 metres to Digger's Idle. A metre back and third, Quick Kiwi. William D. having a charmed run on the outside of Cano Joe. Then Cons Poem, who races 4 back on the inside of Idle Scott, followed by Guardian Angel. Then Dark Edge on the inside. Lennon second last, and last is Mary's Glory. 1,000 to go in the straight. Lynn's Choice, she's had a beautiful run by 3.5 metres. Digger's Idle has done all the bullocking on the outside. Quick Kiwi with a nice trail. Every chance on the outside for William D. Pulling out now Guardian Angel from 4th last out 3 wide. Then Cano Joe on the rail. In the centre, Idle Scott. Lennon now pulls to the outside 3 wide on the back of Guardian Angel as William D. pulls out now 3 wide. The leader's now out of the straight towards the 650. Lynn's Choice over 4 metres. Digger's Idle under pressure. William D. now putting himself into the race out 3 wide. He gets to second, followed by Quick Kiwi. Guardian Angel makes ground the outside on the back of William D. Then Cano Joe, Cons Poem. Idle Scott pulls to the outside. Well, Lennon, he's 4th last and out 5 wide. Second last, Mary's Glory, and last is Dark Edge. 400 metres out before the turn. Lynn's Choice held together by 2 metres to William D. and Guardian Angel running home. Then Quick Kiwi needing a run, followed by Cons Poem. Lennon is out 4 wide, so Mary's Glory is out 5 wide. Idle Scott in behind them from Dark Edge. Digger's Idle, Cano Joe at the 150. Lynn's Choice a metre in front. William D. is trying to pick it up. Then Lennon making ground, followed by Mary's Glory. But Lynn's Choice of the 100 still in front. William D. can't pick it up. Mary's Glory making ground with Idle Scott from Quick Kiwi, but it is Lynn's Choice all the way. Lynn's Choice wins by 3.5 metres. Tight for the minors. Maybe Idle Scott second. A nose to Mary's Glory, a nose to William D. and a nose to Quick Kiwi. Lennon just in behind them from Dark Edge, Guardian Angel, Cano Joe, Digger's Idle, and Cons Poem has run last.
The Derby, Warren's Fly came out last. Tallest Peer went straight to the lead, settling down from 5 Star Boy. Now getting along the fence, Warren's Flyer. He's all over 5 Star Boy. He copped a check and he's third last. Tallest Peer went to the back in front. Leads by 4 lengths to Rufus Bale. Third was Beagle Boy Eyes, Mickey Marlowe, followed by Begally Boy. Warren's Fly hooks to the outside but can't win. On the bunny, Tallest Peer, 5 lengths. Rufus Bale is second. Going to third now was Mickey Marlowe, and down the outside, Tallest Peer was Warren's Fly, but Tallest Peer's too good. Rufus Bale made many lengths on it, but Tallest Peer wins from Rufus Bale. In third position was Mickey Marlowe. From Warren's Fly, 5 Star Boy, Beagle Boy Eyes and Begally Boy and Bend Easy. Number 7 is the winner, and that is Tallest Peer. 7 the black, Tallest Peer, his first. Jumped straight out, went to the lead, settling down. Has run 30 and 93. And Warren's Flyer came out last, went straight into the checks. And we might just have...
They're ready to run. Lights on. Racing. Sentimental Fella out wide. Mackaringle in the centre began well. Socializer third. Merchant Joe fourth. And then River Bird. Followed by Victor's Trick. Game Action the MC. Classic Triax second last. And Sam Linden in the club's colours dropped back to the tail of the field. Sentimental Fella rushed into the first bend and charged to the lead. Crossed onto the rail and led by 2.5 over Mackaringle and 2 to Merchant Joe running to third. Another 2 lengths to River Bird on the inside of Socializer left without cover. Then Victor's Trick, Game Action on the fence on the inside of the MC. Sam Linden is second last, and Classic Triax on the outside whipped them in as Socializer runs to the front. First 500 metres, 35.1, and Socializer crossed the stablemate Sentimental Fella and went to the lead. Socializer 2 in front, Sentimental Fella second, Merchant Joe a length away third. Mackaringle fourth and locked up on the rail, a length and a half to Victor's Trick on the outside of River Bird. The MC 3 back in the running lane. Game Action's awkwardly placed on the rail. Then Classic Triax and Sam Linden last as they round the 1200 metres corner. Socializer leads down the stretch for the bell by a length over Merchant Joe, with Sentimental Fella third, locked up behind the speed. Victor's Trick fourth on the outside of Mackaringle. Then at the MC, River Bird on the rail, followed by Classic Triax, Game Action, and a length and a half away Sam Linden. 31.4 first split of the mile. Socializer on top, 800 left to run by a length to Merchant Joe and 1 to Sentimental Fella, still sitting on the fence. He's just about got room to roll away from the rail, though Victor's Trick moves up on the outside to try and close the pocket again. Mackaringle's on the fence, and then the MC, Classic Triax, River Bird. Game Action works into the clear, and Sam Linden's last, 30.5 second section. Socializer in front at the 450. 3/4 clear of Merchant Joe. Sentimental Fella worked into the clear. The MC rushes up deep. Victor's Trick can't go on. Then Mackaringle, followed by Classic Triax and Game Action to the outside. Socializers under the bat at the 220. The MC loomed up and quickly ran to the lead. The MC darted a length in front of Socializer. They're clear of Classic Triax and then Game Action, but the MC burst away. It's all over. The MC is roaring away from Socializer and Classic Triax, and the MC bolts in. The MC first, Socializer second, Classic Triax third. Then Sentimental Fella, Game Action, Merchant Joe, Mackaringle, Sam Linden, Victor's Trick, and River Bird was last of all. Easy win for the favourite. The MC, number 11, driven by Ray Cross, 230.
As they're placed into those Parkley market boxes, and they're all set, ready for a start in race 8. Militia, the Toad favourite, ready. They're racing. Militia began as well as anything with Elodius and carving across. Pleasing Girl from the outside. Pleasing Girl race to the front. Takes the inside running. Race 2 clear for Militia second. Had a bumping duel with Janie's Rain. Getting up along the fence was Elodius. 5 further back for Me Mum from Carmen San Diego. Towards the rear, Charlene Bale with World Chariot. At the top till it's Pleasing Girl. Still 4 lengths in front. Elodius second. 2.5 third Militia. They're 5 clear from Janie's Rain. Behind those came Carmen San Diego, but straightening up. It's Pleasing Girl in front by 3. Elodius won't get Pleasing Girl. Pleasing Girl for the prize. Pleasing Girl by 2.5. Elodius second, third Militia, followed by Carmen San Diego, Janie's Rain. Behind those came Charlene Bale, World Chariot, and back at the tail was For Me Mum. Pleasing Girl, number 5, the winner. A Black Bitch by West Cape out of Pam Trees. It's owned by P. Sanchez, trained by Mel Curran.